Hello everyone, it's Loretta and thank you for joining me today. I'm so excited. This is episode 18 of my 2018 craft fair series where I show you what I'm making, how I'm making it, and how much I'm charging for items in the upcoming craft show that is July the 18th. And let's jump right into it. This one's easy peasy. You're going to need some scrapbooking paper, some blank or lined paper of some kind, like copy paper, spine, old notebook paper, whatever you got. I'm going to be showing this example on a notebook that may or may not actually be sold. This one is actually part of a craft I'm doing for my local hospice. So anyway, you're going to need scrapbook paper, a scallop circle. I'm using this stamp for Whippersnapper Designs. In this case, we're going to be binding this book with these discs, and I will leave the link below to the Etsy store where I bought these from. And you're going to need a paper trimmer. So, you're also going to need a laminator. Mine you will be seeing here in a few minutes. It is warming up. And I'm using 5mm laminating pouches that are for 4x6. And that is what we're going to cut this paper to, is 4x6. I'm going to cut the 4-inch sides first. Excuse me, I'm going to cut the 6-inch side first and then the 4. So this is enough to make 1, 2, 3 of these notebooks. I'm going to grab some unlined paper. To make putting these books together a little bit easier, I'm actually going to cut this paper about 1/8 to 1/16 smaller than the cover. So these will measure 5 7/8 by 3 7/8. Alright, I use a Scotch brand name laminator, and these are also laminating sheets from Scotch. Once again, they are the 5mm. My machine is preheated to the 5mm setting. I did kind of drop this little cover, so I want to kind of straighten it out again. So you feed this one from the back and it'll come out the front, and while that one's going through, I'm going to get the back cover ready. The back cover is not going to be decorated. Now this is going to be hard to see, but I'm going to try my best. This is a lavender punch. I bought mine, I think, on eBay. I'm sure that there are many sources. Do a Google search to find one. The nice thing about these is it's really honestly no fuss. I am going to be binding mine from the top edge just because that makes the notebook itself easier to use. And I am going to literally eyeball this as to where I want it to go. Just like that. And because I made sure that my paper was straight, you can really look at the lines, in this case of the pattern, to be sure it's straight, and you just push it down, and so it's notched. Now I'm going to do the same thing to this one, except I'm going to leave this one right side up. Actually, it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to do the same thing. The really great thing about this machine is that you can punch these punched. I will show you how they fit together. Okay friends, I'm going to go ahead and get this little book bound together. Another reason you may want to put your notches or the binding materials on the top is it takes less. to put them on the top than it does down the side. And once again, I also do it because it's easier to flip the book this way than it is the other. And so all you're going to do is put your disc in place and just grab a little stack of your paper, and they're pressure fit in. If you lose a disc, it's no big deal. I'm trying to stay in frame for this, but let's see what kind of luck I have. There we go. And once you kind of have it started, you're good to go. And nobody's going to really notice once the cover's on if these are not like perfectly straight. So if they're not, don't worry about it. But try to get them straight to make sure that the pages will move once you have the whole thing bound. So far so good. I'm going to finish binding this and we'll be back and I'll show you how they're going to be packaged. Before the topper goes on, I do want to add a pin to my project. This is a Pentel RSVP pin. You simply unscrew it and then you take your scrapbooking paper, which is an inch by maybe 4 or 5 inches, I'm not sure. And I've scored it all the way down because it will make it easier to roll up if I do it this way. You can have whichever pattern you'd like facing out. But if you score it, it makes it easier to get it into the barrel of your pen. And see, it goes in very easily if you do it like that. You're just going to take your paper scissors and cut that off at the end. You slip the pen back in its barrel, tighten it down, and then we're going to put this in our bag as well. Alright, so I remeasured this. It's 5.5 by 4. Bag and get it where you want. You can always cut off the excess of this once you have this stapled into place, which is exactly what I'm going to do here in just a second. Staple it down. And turn it over and cut all this excess off. You want it to look nice. So far so good. Now our topper is going to go on just like that, or the layering piece. You can decide at this point if you want which pattern you want out. I do think the red and white one would look very nice. I'm using glossy accents to glue this down with, just because it's a little bit stronger. Now, I couldn't help myself. I probably should have, but I couldn't. I found these adorable pinwheels at Hobby Lobby. They are 3-inch diameter and they're 99 cents a piece. I did get a discount on them. And I'm thinking about, this is either going to really work or it won't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke it into my bag so it sits at an angle kind of like this. And we're just going to tuck it in behind the book. This way it doesn't become a hazard. Oh, I really like that much better. I have now stamped our Happy 4th sentiment, and I'm going to just use my glossy accents to put it on the topper. And there you have it. There it is finished. Please let me know what you think down below. This is episode 18 in my 2018 craft fair series, where I show you what I'm making, how to do it for yourself, and what I am charging. Don't forget to check out the website. Stamp happy and be a blessing, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Take care. Bye for now.